Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Mental Toughness and Body Show. My name is Rob Evans, and I'm your weight loss coach, health strategist, and internationally published author, helping take your life, your fitness, your body, your health, and wellness from where you are to being absolutely unstoppable. And today I'm continuing on from yesterday. It's day 2 of 2021, and I really want to set you up for success this year to have your best year of health and fitness and getting that body that you want ever. So, today, we're going to focus on what it is that you want, what it is that you exactly want, and getting your commitment level exactly right for where it is, because this is going to set you up for success for the rest of the year. If you skip over yesterday and if you skip over today, then I guarantee you this, your results by the end of the year aren't accidentally going to show up. You need to take purposeful action, and it starts right from the very beginning of the year or the beginning of the process, which is to really define exactly what it is that you want. Because if you can't put your finger on exactly what it is that you want, it's a bit like saying, I want more money. Okay, well, here's $1. Here's $2. Is that enough? Well, no, I was hoping for more than that. But you just said that you just wanted more money. So you haven't defined exactly what it is that you want. So guess what? If you don't exactly define what it is that you want for your health and fitness, what are you going to get by the end of the year? Chances are you're going to get the same results as you got this year. Maybe it's mediocre results, not exactly what it is that you want. But if you don't name it and you then go forth with a plan to claim it, then you're just going to stay exactly where you are. Now, I know that if you're listening to this right now, you are most likely in the top 1% achievers of what it is that you do in your field. Now, my question to you is, why don't we take your body and your health and fitness to the top 1% for your age group as well? So this process is going to get you there. So what I want you to do, you do need to write these things down. Okay, so you can pause, go back, re-listen to this again at another point. I'm not going to make today too long, again, to give you enough time so that you can do the homework that is required to move you from where you are to where it is that you want to be. But you do need to write down the responses, whether you use a pad and pen or whether you use a computer or whatever it is that you do. You just must capture this information, because just like journaling, if you've ever journaled anything, this is the same sort of process, so that you can go back at some point and see, what did you write down? What was your commitment level then? Why were those things important to you then? So that you can keep moving forward. So I do this for myself personally. I've done it for myself for 2020, and I've done it also for 2021 to set myself up for success, because 2020 was an amazing year for me in many regards, but for my health and fitness and for the body that I'm working towards, I achieved something that I've never been able to achieve before last year. So do I rest on my laurels? Well, no, I don't, because I'm saying, well, I'm now setting that as my new baseline. And now what I want to do is go to that next level. And that's what I'm using 2021 for. And the only way that I could do that was to clearly articulate it in words, writing it all down, sending it to my coach and saying, this is actually exactly what I want. And when we catch up in early January, well, that's now, over the next week or so, we're going to catch up for a coaching session and go through in detail, what does my whole year of training look like? What's my nutrition look like? Debriefing what happened last year. So we haven't been able to catch up. His dad's passed away recently. But being able to just fully pull apart everything that I did last year, what worked well, what we could have done differently, and how do we keep moving forward this year? So in defining what it is that you want for your health, your fitness, your body. Yesterday was about the naked truth, stripping everything away. And this task that you're about to do now will be meaningless unless you did yesterday's task. So please go back and do the naked truth exercise. Assuming you've done that, now I want you to really define what it is that you want for your body, your inner health, your outer health as well. Okay, so there's a few things that I want you to now write down. So at the top of your page, I want you to write down, this is what I want. Okay, so articulate it in your words. So XYZ is what I want because. So for me last year, I want to achieve by, my date was the 19th of November, 2020, an amazing, sexy six-pack, a body that I've never been able to achieve before. I described how my body was going to look. And I said, because I've never done it before, because I want to prove to myself of what's possible for me, I want to be the best version of myself, physically, mentally, the best coach I can be, the best dad I can be, all of those things. Okay, something that was really powerful for me. So I need you to do that as well at the top of the page. Now, in doing that, I want you to ask yourself a couple of questions. What's it going to mean to you when you accomplish that goal? Okay, so this is why you've got to really get this really good picture in your eye as to what that's going to look like. So what's it going to mean? I then want you to ask yourself, what stopped you in the past? Why haven't you been able to achieve what you're now saying you want to achieve in the past? For me, it was excuses. I made up stories for myself as to why a six-pack was not possible for me. Now, you don't have to want a six-pack. I'm just giving you what I wanted for myself. I'd never been able to achieve it before. I've been training for 32 years. And I thought, why have I always made up that story that I can't do it? So I wrote down all the things that I said that why I couldn't achieve it before. And I said, wow, they're pretty lame excuses. Let's change that thinking and say, well, what's stopping you from doing it? Nothing really, apart from here. Now, this year, obviously 23rd of March here, COVID hit. And I could have said, nah, look, it's just too hard. But for me, that was like going back to that old story. I said, I'm not going to do that. I'm never going back to say that story to myself again. And I didn't. And I kept pushing through. I want you to then say, well, why will this time be different? So for me, I said, well, I'm not going to tell myself those stories anymore. I'm going to get myself a coach. I'm going to record my food, my exercise. I was recording my exercise anyway, but for many years I didn't. But record every set, every rep, all of that sort of stuff, the weights that I'm lifting. And I was going to also record a nutrition journal every single day. I just do mine in Excel. I've got my own app where I do it, but just for ease of sending it to my coach, I do it through just an Excel spreadsheet. I have a worksheet per day. Just copy the template each day, and I just pop in my food, exactly what I'm eating. I've tracked my mood, I've tracked my sleep, I've tracked my water, I've tracked my energy levels every single day. And so I'm doing that again for this year. I also want you to ask yourself, when you achieve this body transformation, this health transformation, what's it going to mean for your relationships? Now, that could be your intimate relationships with your partner. It could be your relationships with your kids. It could be relationships with your clients. It could be relationships with, friends. For me, I thought, if I am not, well, I relate it like this. The six-pack for me means the best version of myself. It means I'm eating the right things. I'm training the right way. My mindset is 100%. And what does that mean for me? It means I'm very focused. I'm energized. I'm in the best shape possible. I've got the best mindset, best health, so I can be the best dad. First, I can be the best version of me for me. So I'm always bringing the best version of me forward in any role, whether that be as a partner, whether it be as a dad, whether it be as a coach, a friend, whatever. So I want you to articulate that for you as well. For your intimate partner, it might be really important. So I don't have one of those at the moment. So that's not relevant for me. But for you, it could be, well, gosh, if I could take more energy into my relationship, what would that mean? It would mean maybe we're not sitting around on the couch just passing life by watching TV. Maybe it means something like that. Maybe it's a case of, if you improve both of your health, or if you certainly improve your health, because you can't control what the other person's doing, maybe you're wanting to have a baby. So if you can look after your body better and your health better, then that puts you in a much better chance, doesn't it, of being able to conceive. So that's a really important thing. What's it going to mean to your relationships? Because this is going to trigger all of these, but this one in particular could trigger some real emotive things for you. For instance, if I just pause on this for a moment, I have a number of clients that say to me that they get undressed in the dark, or they stay covered up, or they don't feel comfortable when their partner's touching them, or they start to have these feelings that they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they're feeling like they're overweight, or they're not, they're the sexiest version of themselves. So they're thinking, well, if I feel like that, I'm sure my partner feels like that too. Maybe they'll then start to go look for other people. Our mind does crazy things, and the stories I get told, trust me, the mind does crazy things. So that's a really powerful one. I want you to also ask yourself a question. Once you achieve your transformation, what's it going to mean for your self-confidence? What's it going to mean for your self-image? Now, as I'm asking each of these questions, I want you to answer them, because you will never have answered them before, written down answers. So put me on pause, write down your response. Okay. So this one, what's it going to mean for your self-image? What's it going to mean for your self-confidence? Go away and write your response to that. I want you to also think about, what's it going to mean for your career? What's it going to mean for your, like if you've got a job, then what's it going to mean for that career? Does it mean it's going to bring more energy? Because of the self-confidence, you're going to feel better. You're going to stand up in front of people more. The same for your business. What does that mean? For some people, it could be more sales, because you've got more energy, you're more focused, you're more driven, all as a result of this. So articulate what it is for you and think big, okay? Don't just limit yourself and say, oh, I can't think of anything. There is an answer to all of these questions for you. If you want to completely immerse yourself in making this your best year ever for your health, your fitness, your body, then please trust me in doing these tasks. They all link together. Next question. What is it going, I've touched on this a little bit. What's it going to mean for your family and your children? So whether you captured that one before in your relationships, capture it now. And the last one, what's it going to mean for you to have a dramatic improvement in your energy? Now, I guarantee you this, if you have more energy, you can do more stuff. You'll be more focused. You will get more sales. You will, for a bit of fun, I'd say this one to people. If you could take 10, 20, 30% more energy into the bedroom with your partner, what does that look like for you? And I would say it puts a big smile on your face. It puts a big smile on your partner's face as well. So really, really important steps to be focusing on. Please go away and answer those questions right now. Now, next, once we've done that, what I want you to do is now work out, how committed are you going to be to this whole process? On a scale of 1 to 10, I want you to think about a number right now. How committed are you to achieving the goal that you wrote down at the top of your page? Go. Now, whatever your gut reaction is, that first, you're going to be, oh, I'm a 7. Okay, great. If you're a 10, awesome. If you're not a 10, I want you to write down, why are you not a 10? What is stopping you from being a 10 out of 10 in terms of this? Because remember, this is for you. This is your goal. What's stopping you from being a 10? Write that down. Now, what I want you to do is write down, how do we move you from that 7, 6, 8? How do we move you to that 10? So there's a couple of little things that I'm going to get you to do here. First thing is, let's focus on why you have to change right now. And this might help direct you to increasing your number, or what's stopping you from getting to your 10. What do you have to change right now? I want you to write down 7 reasons as to why you absolutely must change right now. Now, if you say, well, I don't have to change right now, then you probably better switch me off right now, because you are not going to achieve the change. Okay. This podcast here and the next sequence over this next week is all for those people that want to achieve change. If you absolutely want to get a better body, you want to get a better inner health as well, you want to optimize that, you want to get more energy, then you need to do these steps. And I guarantee you this, you'll need to change from where you are right now. I've never met anyone that says, I've got it all absolutely smicko. I've got the body I want. I look exactly how I want to look. I've got the energy that I want. Even the highest performing athletes that I know, like world-class Olympic gold medalists, none of them say, I'm satisfied with where I am. They all want more. Now, it might be just a tiny little bit more, and some people might want a lot more, but it's about the concept of wanting more and being hungry for more. So with that in mind, I want you to write down 7 7 reasons as to, well, some of my fingers are disappearing, 7 reasons as to why you absolutely must change right now. Not in February, now. Go. Now, welcome back. Next step is I want you to write down again 7 reasons as to what this is going to cost you if you don't change now. What's it going to cost you? Like, I know people in the past have had their relationships on the brink here if they didn't make the change, because the other partner has said, I just can't live with you like this anymore. You know, that sounds like a harsh call, and you say, oh, if you love somebody, you stick with them through thick and thin. Everybody's different. I'm not judging here. All I'm saying is that there will be a cost to you if you don't do this. Now, for some people, it could be a life and death situation. Okay. I have clients that come through the door here and they need to lose over 100 kilos. Okay. 100 kilos. That's over 220 pounds. That's a lot of weight. Some people that need even more than that. Now, for them, it's a case of, well, if you don't make a change in the next 12 months, you may not be seeing 2022 in existence, because the heart, the strain on your heart, the type 2 diabetes, cholesterol, cancers, you name it, all kinds of different preventable diseases that could just smack you in the face in a way that you just don't like. So that might be an extreme cost. Another one could be just your confidence. Think about your mental health. And with COVID, and well, look, we have no idea what's going to happen for 2021 with COVID or any other issue that may come up, whether it's a military conflict with China or something. Who knows what could happen? But just think about the impact of you not bringing your best foot forward in terms of your health and wellness, and what that means to your mental health, along with all those other things that are going on. I say, 2021 is your time to step up and make it your best year ever. Absolutely. And if you've been telling yourself all these excuses, making up all these stories as to why you can't achieve what it is that you want, you're too old, you've had a number of kids and you can't get that body back that you want. Stop telling yourself those stories and just go at it like a bat out of hell for what it is that you want. And let's just see where you land. Okay. Don't make up a story that I'm not even going to start because I'm too old, I'm too this, I don't have enough time. I made up all those stories before. I didn't make up the one about I'm too old, but about the time, family, all of those things, relationships, I made them all up as to why I couldn't achieve it. And then I said, no, do you know what? I'm writing all those down on a piece of paper, sticking them in a bucket, and I'm burning them because those things are now stories that I'm not going to make up for myself. So off you go. 7 reasons what this is going to cost you if you don't make the change right now. Off you go. All right. So that is all I'm going to get you to do today. What we're doing is we're creating momentum here. If you did that task yesterday, then brilliant. You may not have got everything that you thought out of it in the moment. Maybe you did, but in the following days and in the weeks, months ahead, because you're going to keep all this information, I guarantee you that this is going to change you. It's going to get you to connect really deeply with how to move forward this year. Like I said before, 2021 can be your best year ever. It's going to be my best year ever in terms of my health, my fitness, the challenges with my business and everything, keeping on moving. This year was fantastic. Let's make 2021 even better, but it won't just magically happen. Okay. I work with thousands of people all around the world, and I guarantee you the ones that get the best results do these tasks that I'm telling you. Even if you can't connect with them right now as to why they're important, entertain me a little and do the tasks anyway and see what this brings up for you. But do it from a place of, yes, I want to achieve change. If you don't want to achieve change and you're happy where you are because whether it's, you just don't want to improve your physical health or whatever, you're just, setting that standard where you are, I would just encourage you to raise your standard a little and say, okay, well, if you're happy where you are, I could be content with where I am. People would look at me and say, wow, I wish I had your health, your energy, your vitality, your body, but I'm not satisfied with that. I would just encourage you, if you feel like you don't need to change, why is that? Let's raise your standard a little bit and say, do you know what? I do want to change. I want to improve myself because you're worth it. And let's make 2021 happen. Have fun with this task. It's a great one to do. And trust me, all these things link together, but immerse yourself in it. Give yourself maybe 15 minutes to do this task, write it down, do it somewhere where you're distraction free, and go for it. It's a really good one. In the meantime, if you've got any questions for me, if you want to connect with me one-on-one, go to the mentaltoughnessandbodyshow.com, opt in for a free consultation, and we can connect that way. Have a great day. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow.